Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and this week I've been working on making ephemera in real time, kind of doing it by steps. I did the first step. Well, I didn't do the, well, I might have at some point cut these on camera. I have no idea, but these bases were done quite some time ago. And then I had a video where I added some stenciling and stamping, and then another video where I just picked some focal points to go on, and I will be doing this in real time. I will pause to fussy cut, but for everything else I will just be creating in real time and just kind of chatting and whatnot. So that's what's going on today. I just kind of want to put something. So this one, I stamped this key here in the background. It's not necessarily a focal point, but it adds something to that piece there. And then I just cut out this butterfly. I liked it because it's got similar colors to what's on the tag, but I want it to stand out a little bit. So I was looking for something to put behind it. Ooh. That might even be kind of cool. No. I have some music paper in here that's cut into a circle, and that's what I was thinking of. But really, that's too big. Any of these kinds of things might work. I mean, this label works. It's got this blue here, so it brings that blue, and it's got, I think that's red, but it's close enough to that pink. So I don't know, that works. I don't have to, I did want to see what the music looked like, but I don't know what happened to the, it's just a circle that I cut out at some point. I know it's in here. And this is my layering bits. It's a lot. It's a lot of layering bits. It's a lot to go through. And as it whittles down, I will probably maybe, or I could just take like a handful and put it into a smaller container and just kind of limit myself on what to choose. Which is a good way to do it, because I've done that. I've kind of like, when I go upstairs, I just kind of like take a handful, and then that's what I have to pick from. Which it makes decisions a little bit easier, is what that does. Ooh, one of these frames could be interesting though. I gotta remember I've got those frames in there. No, I don't think that. Alright, so I think this actually works nicely. So let's just go ahead, and I'm an inker. It's okay if you're not an inker. You don't have to be an inker. You don't have to ink with brown either. You can ink with any color you like, and whatnot. So yeah, if I were to put this butterfly like this, he would just kind of blend, and that's not bad. He kind of blends into the background, but just adding this one little piece just makes him stand out a little bit more. I don't know why it makes a difference, but it does. I need to find some book page to glue on. And I will try to pause as little as possible, because I am trying to keep this in real time, so, you know, give you a better sense of how long it actually takes me to do stuff like this. And this label, I couldn't tell you where it comes from. It's probably Pink Monarch Prints, because that's I can kind of tell by the color and style that probably in one of her kits, or I can't remember if she's got like labels separate or anything like that. Yeah, I think I like it there. Maybe, I don't know. And I can add his antlers. Do they probably come out of his head, right? That's good enough. It's probably comes out of his head and not his proboscis or whatever that thing is. Alright, so there we go. I think that's good. I might want to round the edges on this one. 1/2 inch. I think I'll do the large. And I'm not going to ink this one because it's brighter colors, and so it might go in a journal that gets like a different kind of inking, like maybe like navy blue or something like that. Instead of brown. So just gonna leave it like that and kind of glue this back on, because sometimes on your collage tag, some of the papers might start coming off. You just gotta glue them. I have no idea which I use 2 different glue sticks. Sometimes it's the Scotch Create, sometimes it's the Uhu. It depends what is cheaper at the time. So right now I'm like, should have plenty of my Scotch Create. I buy them on Amazon. They're like a 4-pack. And that's the best price that I've seen. Alright, so there is, I never pay more than $12 before on, a couple times I think it was like 9 something. Alright, I am going to pause to fussy cut. Alright, he's cut out. Now, let's find, kind of like that. I could kind of, I'm going to pause to cut this out now. Okay, he's got this orange on him, so I think I kind of want, I just pulled that out. That, I kind of like. It's got a similar orange with a fancy frame. I like to mix things up. Why in the world would I do things normal? I just don't. So, I'm thinking of setting him on, like he's standing on the frame. Oh, and the little claws on birds kind of freak me out, so I usually give them a pedicure when I cut them out. Weird, I know, but it's just what I do. Alright, I kind of like that. It breaks up this right here, I don't love. So this breaks it up. It brings a little bit of the orange up, plus there's a little orange here, and then we have our little triangle of orange. I don't know if it makes a triangle, but there's little three little bits of orange on there if I do that. And I'm going to line this up with this line here, which is crooked, which will help eliminate that crookedness, I suppose. So I'm just gonna use my art glitter glue on this just so I don't tear it up with the glue stick, basically what that's all about. Alright, so I'm putting this so it covers that line over there, and then go ahead and, now some of you have really been liking this series. Honestly, it doesn't get as many views after the first couple, and I'm okay with that, because if it helps some of you, it's worth my time and effort to do it. Oh, and I keep forgetting to mention the last video. I'm over 5,000 subscribers now, so thank you guys, all the new people that came in, and I can tell you which video it was too. It was the calendar page ideas video. Brought in a whole lot of people. I'm guessing that YouTube algorithm must have been sharing it with people, and that's the one I was kept thinking, I need to do the calendar pages at the beginning of the year, because that'll probably get some views. Got way more views than I ever anticipated, which was cool. I think I'll do the 1/4 inch. So yeah, that was cool. So yeah, I've reached my 5K. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing yet. I'm thinking that I will do a giveaway of some sort. I know I've been trying to get together like as I'm cleaning, I'm pulling out if I have duplicates of any stencils or anything, and I've got a couple stamps of my designs to put in a giveaway. So I don't know, I'm since it's 5,000, I'm hoping to do 5, but I haven't figured out when or anything like that. There will be a video that will come out that will give you all the instructions and whatnot. Alright, so I like how that turned out. I think that's good. I don't think I need anything else. Where did I put the first one? Because if I'm going to... Okay, here it is. Just going to put them right there with the other ones. Next. Oh, look, it's another one I've got a fussy cut. This one I'll do with you guys, though, because I do it a little different when it's got the outside edge. So first, I will do my deckled edge roll. I like that when there's... Whoops. That was not quite... Whatever. Fix that in a minute. And then I'll see how it looks on the tag and then go from there. That bit doesn't want to tear like I want it to. Alright. So, that's a little bit wide. So, let's see, which side do I like? Which side do I want things to show on? Doesn't really, I like the dark side, because this is light, it wouldn't really stand out much. So I think I will come down this way, tear up, and then fussy cut his tail. And when I have furry little animals, I just don't worry about following it perfectly. I just kind of move my paper as I go up, and then you get a nice little fluffy tail. And there we go. That's kind of, I think I want it to kind of meet up, if that makes any sense, with this blue piece here. I just kind of want it to stop where that blue piece stops, if that makes sense. So this piece is in the middle, but he's still to the right just a little bit, so I'm okay with that. All right, I'm going to ink it and figure out the top. I might cut it down just a little bit, use my European tag punch, which just kind of helps fill in the blank up there, or I could put a word or a quote or something. So I hope everybody is well. I did put in my community post that I'm doing well. I'm feeling back to myself, having some energy, which, you know, for me isn't a ton of energy, but at least I have energy to do stuff. And of course, when I'm feeling the most energy, the next day I am a little more tired, but that's like my norm. When I do a lot one day, I tend to be more tired the next day. That's kind of cute. This is just a piece from one of Barbara 49 Dragonflies kits. I don't know, it came out last fall, like weave something, and it helps to break up where this all was kind of weird and meeting up. There we go. And then we can, yeah, that's on there crooked and weird, and I'm okay with that. I could cover that with, I might just put some washi tape on it, actually. Just a little, that's not the washi tape I want. I just keep my washi tape in an open bowl. I'm a kind of like a hunter gatherer when it comes to finding what I want. I was putting them in categories like everybody else does, but then I would never put them away. Or I had that with a closed cover and I would never put them away. So now I just have everything in open bins and broad categories, like, you know, fussy cuts are all together instead of being separated by animals, birds, coffee, etc. There, that's pretty. And there's blue on the front, so that makes sense, right? Sure it does. Blue makes sense. Blue, navy blue, dark blue is a neutral to me, so it makes sense on anything and everything. But this one does have some blue on the front. So that just kind of covers up that. I'm not worried about that. You can still write on the back. That's not that big a deal. Let's see. I might just because I'm gonna make it a tag, so I just kind of go across there a little bit and do my corners for my tag. Oh, and I'll tell you again, like I do pretty much every time I pull this out. This is from Stampin' Up. My aunt got it for me. It was being discontinued, so I'm not sure if you can even get it, but I have seen people use a cheaper version, but I didn't find it on Amazon, or I would link it below. If I ever do see it on Amazon, I will link it. But so far, I haven't been able to find that one, because I like the bigger corners on my tags. And the other one I have that you've maybe seen me use that has the orange handle has the 3 smaller ones. That one's easy to find. I guess I could link that one, but it wouldn't be the one I'm using. I'm just gonna cut that off right there a little bit. I don't mind raggedy edges on my tags and whatnot. I think it makes them a little bit unique and interesting. And then the ink, I like to use the coffee. This one is a coffee base with ground espresso re-inker. So it's a little bit darker. So here's that one. We're going pretty quick today, I think. I don't know, maybe. Alright, and now we have some Tim Holtz Kids. Now, because it's thick cardstock, I'm going to have them actually hang off this a little bit. This is going to be a side pocket or a belly band or something in a journal. That'd be kind of cute. I could cut it off. I know some people don't like to use the people, which is fine. Just don't buy the people, don't use the people. And some people want to use them, but maybe struggle with it. They're just like any other focal point. Just add some layering, maybe give them a little something to stand on. Ground them somehow. You can either ground them by putting like a piece of washi at the bottom or a ticket, or just something behind them that makes them feel as part of it and not just kind of floating. Because like even this would ground them a little bit, because it would, does this have an up and down? I don't know, but that is definitely not cut well. My eyeballs must be working today. Like this kind of, it just kind of, it grounds them a little bit. I still will probably put something under their feet. Or I could even have them stand like this. That also grounds them a little bit. I think I like it up more though, but I still kind of want it over like that. And I'll cut off this part. And well, if I wanted it to be on there, I'd have to back it with cardstock, which I could, but I don't think that I will. I think it'll look fine like that. Yeah, I think it'll look fine. So I'll cut that off after I glue it on. And also there's a little bit of, what's this called? Copper. There's a little copper up there. So if I can find like a ticket or something that has kind of an orangey, coppery kind of a deal, that looks like red. I know, oh, here. Let's see. Maybe this lighter one. I don't know if it's big enough, but just kind of, and it's cardstock, so it can also hang off. Does that mean I want the frame to hang off? I don't know. Yeah, I think I do want the frame. Alright, I'm going to back the frame on some cardstock. Do I have cardstock easily available? Probably not. Why would I? Why would I have it easily? Actually, kind of do. Kind of, sort of. Glue. Oh my word. Guys. Oh, plus, well, I can fix it. It's not quite straight on the outside. Actually, I wouldn't mind a wonky frame. I'd be okay with that. In fact, you could even take a frame that's cut straight and then cut it wonky if you wanted to. Now I get to cut out the inside again. Whatever. That's crooked, I know. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. And of course, cutting out the middle of that's pretty easy. You just kind of, unless you want to save the inside, then it might not be so easy. It's just kind of, well, normally you might want to cut to all the corners. That probably makes it a little bit easier, which I didn't do. Doesn't have to be perfect. There you go. And then you cut out your middle. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. On a scale of easy to hard, it's easy. Okay, bye. No, not okay, bye. Does anybody else watch Liam? What is he? The Plant Slant. He's a nutritionist, or studying to be a nutritionist, or has his master's, or is getting his master's, or whatever. But he's interesting to watch. He comes up in my FYP reels and whatnot often. Actually, I subscribe to him now. He's a big, not component. What's the word I want? Is that upside right? Yeah, I think it is. A big proponent. I don't know. It says, eat what you want, add what you need. So, I like that approach. It's about moderation and not depriving yourself, and he comments on a lot of other people's, and saving money. He's all about saving money as well. So, you know, we love that. I did not ink that. That's okay. I feel like this is upside down, but it's not. I can see the words are upside right. Well, some of them, because it's a map. So, you know, it's all over the place. This, I do not need to glue the whole way. Just glue it a little more than halfway. Yep, I've got all my tickets and everything just in that bin now. I don't want this to line up, so I'm going to pull that in a little bit more so that it comes in from that frame a little bit more. And while this is still, before I get the girls on there, go ahead and try to ink it a little bit. Kind of wish I had inked the inside too, but that's okay. And then we'll add them. I want her elbow to touch the frame. And put them down low enough. I don't want, okay, so when I'm putting them on, I'm not going to put them on the top like that. Because if you're seeing somebody on the floor, the floor is going to go back to the wall. So they're going to be like, so I like to put them down a little bit more. And I do want her shoulder to touch. So just about here, down the middle of this girl here is where it's going to go. And I sometimes do like things hanging off my pockets especially. Tags sometimes, but I really like things like hanging off my pockets. I don't know why. Okay, her elbow's touching and they're down on the tag ticket. And that will make a really cute side pocket or belly band or whatever. Do I want something up here? I don't know. Do I? I don't know. I think I'll wait until it goes into the journal to decide. But for now, I like this little clustery bit down here. That works for me. Put the cover on the glue. Alright, get another little girl here. Okay, so we used a ticket for the last girl. So I was going to say let's use something else for her, but color-wise, this is kind of perfect. And adds a little lightness to the bottom a little bit. Okay. I mean, that actually works. This could be a belly band, or it could be a side pocket, or just a long tag. I even like how like raggedy papers are hanging off the edge on this side. This side I might trim up. Let's get our grandpa scissors. Just trim that up a little bit. Could have used my ruler even, possibly, but just straighten that up a little bit. Got some inked paper on the back for writing on. And this piece that's hanging off here, I like that look. So, go figure. I do, though. Alright, sorry, we're using another ticket. I was trying to do something different, but it didn't happen. Let's see. Do we have any quotes that are, like, nice? And actually, I'm going to have that stick off a little bit, too. And then she is going to go right there. I love it, I love it, I love it. I don't think I need a quote or anything. When I add it into a journal, if there's something, occasionally I'll use a journal kit, so maybe there'll be something in there to use. We'll see. And sometimes the collage tag has enough interest that you don't really need to add a lot. And because that stamping's there, it's not blank and boring, so I guess I could add like a number or something, but that's alright. This little piece that was on the end of the tag, I'm going to make that a tag topper because it's got the little bit of green, and I'm going to attach it with a staple, which I've got my tiny attacher right here. I think I'm going to make it an X. Not a perfect X, because who could make a perfect X with your tiny attacher? But there we go, a little tab top. It's not centered, the little staple. That's okay. We're gonna live with that. But it brings this color to the top, which is also here too. It's very similar. It's like a lighter version of the green in there. That's why I liked it. That's why it was like perfect. Next, we got another Tim Holtz little face happening here. Do I want the border? I do, but I think, I want to add a little bit of something to that white border. I think I'll use the black. It's not going to dry right away, so this is just a little grid, kind of a bit of grid happening with this. And sometimes I can do it a little bit more. I want this part on the inside. Does that make sense? How do I do that? Not easily. Oh, that is That is, okay. That's a little bigger than I wanted, but I don't, in my head it was not quite that strong and big and whatnot. I'd actually thought about script. I might still, if I have just a little baby script here somewhere. Where's... just like a little bit of this. Is this upside down? Nope. That's upside right here. Gosh, it should not be that hard to figure out. I just want just a tiny, there, like that. Just, it's just kind of decorating the white border that's there. Is what I'm trying. That's what I'm aiming for. Now it needs to sit and dry, so I'm gonna put that to the side and let it dry. So now we have the bear. And I'm going to do like I did with the squirrel and start by doing the deckled edge and then see what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. I like a deckled edge. It inks up nicely and is a little faster than cutting, really. That's why I like to use the ruler. The ruler is just a little faster than cutting, and so I like it. Now this particular tag I did not love the base of, so I may, and he fits on there nicely. Get a little pop of red showing here, so maybe we want to bring some more red. Not that, maybe this is a vintage tag. It's more orange, but could be interesting. Maybe 10 days until what? I don't know. Oh, but this tag also is similar. Could just, so I want to cover this line here. I don't mind that some of this red down here might show, or I could turn this over and have more of the red show. That might be nice. What'd I say? I wanted to cover this line down here, maybe. I just want to do a little bit of layering. Maybe that's not what I want, because I've also got this one in the same color. Take off these little bits here. Oh my goodness, okay. Do we like that? I don't hate it. I think I'm going to do it. Alright. Ink it up. There's a little bit of an orange hue in that background. That's another reason I think the orange works. I know, you're like, I can't even see where that's getting inked. That's okay. I can. Especially like on one like this. But, I mean, you could just even grunge it up a little bit. Just by... There we go. See? Now it's nice and grunged up even. We like grunged. That's just a cutout from the other thing. Grab my papers for glue. Put my stamp back in there. My glue I'm going to need. Alright. My scissors can go back over there. Put the cover on the ink so it doesn't dry out. And we're gluing. We're waiting for her to dry. That's why she went to the side. In case you blinked for a second. Not worrying about if that's perfect or anything. And I'm just kind of, oh, actually I would have liked that a little higher. Which means I want this a little bit higher. And also, it's kind of cardstock, and the glue stick is not doing it. So let's use some art glitter glue. You do not have to get art glitter glue. Oh, there's a, well, it's also expensive glue, but the Barely Arts glue, Shannon Green just did a review on that. I've actually not tried it. I do have a bottle here somewhere, but I don't know how old it is. And I don't have, it's a refill, and I need to get a bottle to put the refill in. And then I could try it and see if it's still any good, because it was my aunt's, and it's kind of old. So don't know for sure if it works, but I'm not willing to throw it away just in case it does, because that stuff's expensive. And so yeah, go check out Shannon Green's review on that, especially if you're looking for like a wrinkle resistant glue or something like that. All right, I'm going to use the angle of this to do the angle of my tag, just because I like those to line up when I can. Also, one of these pieces was here, and now it's going to flip over and go over here, to the best of our ability to get a, ouch, and not poke ourselves with the scissors would be nice. This little bit up here, I actually love that. I don't mind that there's little ripped edges coming up. Some people will trim all that off. It's up to you. You do you, boo. I like a little bit of a grungy look, and that kind of does give me a little bit of a grungy look when I don't, you know, even off all my edges and everything everywhere. And let's see, let's find a stamp, maybe some numbers. Ooh. That's got numbers, but I'm thinking I don't want it too close to his nose, but I don't think that's it. Oh, that might be nice. Anything else? Anything else? Do we still have a little bit of ink on this? Just for a little bit of something here and there. Just a little bit of grunge, basically. And my shirt's got a stamp on it now. Okay, I'm just going to put this down in this corner. It's going to go on the tag and so just like that. Kind of make it feel like more cohesive one piece kind of a deal. That goes over there. And I think that's good. He looks complete. And let's see, we've got some orange here, orange here. Maybe I'll end up finding a tag at the top with some red orange in it. I don't know. But I think that's good. Alright, I like him as he is. He's good to go. So, is she dry? I don't think so. I'm going to blot her. Just going to blot her off a little bit so she doesn't get too... I don't know. Let's see. So, she does have the lighter frame, which is cool. We've got purple back here. Let's see, and maybe a little, and we've got some blue. Do you like that? Do you want to see? You want to see this, don't you? When I'm going through it. That's right. You do, but you don't, because then you might see something I don't use and be like, oh, that would have been perfect. We could do a little piece of vellum behind her, even just like maybe she's like a naturist kind of a person. Maybe she likes nature. And just kind of have this behind there. She could even come off the side a little bit, one side or the other. Because, you know, she's pretty strong cardstock. Naturalist. Oh, I kind of like the word hope there, though. Maybe her name is Hope. She could be a naturalist. Well, naturist. I don't know. Which one is it? She likes nature. That's what I'm trying to say. And then, could even go this way. We don't have to go the long way. Just to cover the root. I don't know if I love the root. I will ink that up. It's a little too white. Or do I like this little one better? It's more cream, I think, is what I like. Oh, now I'm getting... I don't know. That's okay. Because we got purple in the background, so something purple could work too. Let's overthink it. Let's overthink it. Let's overthink it. Let's overthink it. What's this? Nope, that does not work. Why'd you even look at it, lady? I don't know. Number 885. Not going to use that. Got this headband here off of, you know, a book. That's where headbands come from. So why not kind of tuck that in there? I might even staple that. What about some of this part of the headband? Do I want that on there too, maybe? Because there is paper bag in the back there. I like this part showing a little bit. Or maybe this can be there, and this, I'm going to do this without, can kind of go, no, I'll use that somewhere else because I like that little line to show. Alright, you know what, I think that's going to be it. So, I'm going to staple this piece on here with my tiny attacher. And I'm going to staple it all the way over here so it grabs onto this piece. And I'm going to staple this on too, because then, what the heck is that noise? Oh, my husband's bringing the, and you know what? I'm just going to go crazy and just staple her on here too, because why not? Nothing wrong with some staples. And then I will glue this on with art glitter glue. It's just paper. So probably, we can move this out of the, oh my goodness. I was like, man, I feel crowded. Gee, I wonder why. Could even cover up that bottom staple. There we go. And it could just be just a little corner tuck or a little journal card. It's just super cute. She's super cute. We're all super cute. Alright, the owl. Now this one, the other one, this one's a tag. So I think I will just go ahead and cut it. I'm going around those little leaves a little bit. Cut around his head. And cut it like it's a tag. Yeah, see, when I'm making digitals, I would use this as a template, but then I would like overlay it, and I would like take away those little circles when I overlay it. Except for this time, I didn't overlay it, so it's just the original tag as it started. But that's okay, because I've got my baby hole punch. I have another one. I have like a, just a, you know, like a inexpensive one somewhere. I don't know where it is though. This one, for some reason, does not punch all the way. What's up with that? Come on, for that price, you should punch perfectly all the time, forever and ever, amen. I think I need a little more ink on my, whatchamacallit. So this one, I don't really need these butterflies. They're part of the background. They're just going to stay in the background. You won't even know they're there. And this owl works nicely on here. We've got this black, gray black here, and there's gray black there. So I might want to have like a third bit of gray black somewhere. Maybe. But also his blue. See, and then orange and blue are opposite on the color wheel. See, to me, it works nicely. We have, is that a little too black? I mean, there's a little bit of black over here too, but no, I don't like that for that. Ooh, what about just one of these? Nope. What else do we have? Nope, I don't like that either. You want to see? You want to see what we got? What about this? I kind of like the things up there, so I don't want to have like a, oh, you know what? The topper. Whatever we use for a topper, we might want to have a little bit of black in that. So, when I find my whale tail tabs, that's when we'll figure that out. Nope. Not that. Let's see. Do you want that? Just kind of... Nope, not that. Let's overthink it. Let's overthink it. I already tried that. I don't know why I'm trying it again. I'm trying these. I found like on clearance one time. I kind of like them as like off the side of a page or in clusters. Are the best ways I've found to use those. No, all right. I just like him on there. We're just gonna put him on there and move on with our lives. You can always add a topper that bring some black to the top with a topper. Just not right this second. And if you're going to line up one line, you want your long line to be the one that is nice and straight and lined up. So it's more important for me personally to have the line on the side of the tag be straight than the bottom, because it's just more noticeable. Maybe the bottom line's more noticeable. I don't know. That seems pretty straight. And let's go ahead and we'll put the cover on our glue and grab this for our corner. There we go. Yeah, my husband came down to see if I needed the heat turned on. I'm like, no, I need a lighter. He got me a denim shirt upstairs for me. The sweater I was too cold without long sleeves, but too hot with the sweater. So he at least helped me out with that. But, you know, I could hear him breathing over there. And I was like, what do you want? Let's see. How do I feel about this? I think I'm going to trim this off. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. This time I did. Let's see. That doesn't bother me. Weirdly. What about this side? I'm good with that. I'm determined to ink it and have you notice that it's actually inked. I know some people are like, I see them ink it, but it didn't do anything. Let's see about the unlock it. I don't know why. Well, helps to get that out. All right, let's see. That is almost the middle, but not quite the middle. I am going to trim that off only so that, oh, I'm going to straighten it because now the back looks crooked. I'm going to redo this to make sure it's craft-a-lant. Because since I trimmed the edges, I just kind of, there we go. Just want that to be, I don't know. That's sort of the middle. I always hope it's the middle. I tend to use the back to figure out the middle because there's so many lines on the front that it's harder to tell where the middle is. If that makes any sense. Lock. So that's the European tag punch that I like to use to fill up space when there's just a long space. And now I really like it because that makes this flower stand out a little bit more. Do we want a little anything down here? That's too big, I think. What is it about this 10 days one? Nope. Oh, but maybe, remember, oops. Oh, like something going up here, maybe? Maybe that. Oh, maybe this will bring in some black. It's a little bit easier if I... Yeah. Now, if you're going to use glue to hold your stamps on your acrylic block, you do want to clean it each time, or eventually. I'm sure there's some good solvent that will clean that. I'm just gonna, I want to kind of touch everything a little bit. Not sure how I like that, but that's what I was looking for. And I think we'll do the same one we did before. Why not? Original, number something, original. And we'll just do that right there. Now that's one, I feel like I want something over here, but I don't know what. Get stamps. I'm going to see, this is my mixed media texty kind of destination. does not have to be in a third place, but a lot of people do like it to be. And I'm just going to go right there with it and hope that it, yep, there we go. So that I think is complete. We got a little triangle of those things. I don't know. Could do another something, but I really did not want to cover that. I kind of covered that more than I wanted to, but that's okay. That one's done. How are we doing on time? I've been going an hour. I know that's a little bit long. Oh, this one just needs to be, this is the focal point, and then, why not do a little bit of swirliness? Where's the, why didn't I put that on the thing first? A little bit more glue maybe. Do as I say, not as I do, you know. Maybe I want a ghost print. Ooh, crumbs. I do. I like the ghost print. Also, I don't like getting ink everywhere. That's not fun. Hey, but I can find my paper towels right away, and that I like. That was supposed to be the ghost print, but it looks much darker, even though I did that. Don't know what, whoops, what did, oh, that was just paper in my way. Ghost print just means the second, at least the second, you know, you, instead of the first, it's the second or the third, or stamping. So we call it like a ghost imprint, I don't know. We use that term in gel printing too, so I don't know. I don't know if that was a good choice or not, but it was a choice that happened. We have these blueberry thingies, these blueberries. They're not blueberries, but they're blue and they're berries. So I have this piece, which is just interesting. Bring some of the burgundy and the blue into it, but maybe not. It's just pretty though. It's still busy. It still doesn't work on that. Okay. I'm looking for something in the navy blue range of things. Or this teal works too, actually. This dark teal kind of a business that's happening. There's a 5 there. What if we put this 5 down here? That needs to be bigger, maybe. Here is a piece that got wet, which makes it interesting. Like for a grungy journal, I would save that for a grungy journal. That's just me. Stop moving. Nope. Mail art, nope. Let's see, what have we got? What have we got? This cute little quilt, which could just come off the side, or, alright, we have these. Actually, I like that, kind of like just coming up and sticking up off the top there a little bit, because it's similar to the green in that leaf. And this is similar to that piece of paper up there, which is why I think I like that. Maybe. Let's see, what if I didn't want numbers? What if I just wanted... I still like the numbers though, bring that back. The blue ribbon coupon has the blue. And this has that other teal color, like I was thinking of using. I realize how much I'm overthinking this. Alright, first of all, I can't tell about this till I cut off my I don't know why I ever even leave those on there. I almost always prefer them cut at an angle. Just saying. I like the idea of something sticking off the edge, whether it's at the top or at the bottom. Sometimes I'm all about covering connections. You know, like where all this is this would cover it, you know? And I kind of like the idea of that. And then this would cover that line. I know it makes more lines, but whatever. I don't care. I still like that 5 down there too, I think. I don't know. I mean, once I ink it all and look at it, I might like it just fine. Could just kind of bring that down here and have it hang. I don't know. I like things hanging off the edge sometimes. You know, we'll just put them on there and see how we like them. We won't know until we ink it and whatnot. So I use the Gold Boolean stamps, the big ones, and do like Gail does, Gail Agostinelli, and just print the whole thing. You know, stamp the whole thing. I just do it in other colors. I had the green and the blue and whatnot. This is not straight. I don't know. Are we going to worry about that? I don't think we're going to worry. We're not going to worry about it, but I may just cut it a little bit straighter. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. There we go. And then inking it gives it a whole different look. Oh, look, it's a little bit bent there. Let's just go ahead and ink up where it was bent, because that makes it interesting. See, look at that. It's got a little bit much on the top. Let's just fix the spacing on that. This shouldn't need, just in case there's any white on the edge. Shouldn't really need to though, huh? This, I want to dirty it up a little bit. It's a little too, I'm going to do that on there. Just kind of grunge that up a little bit. There we go. And alright, so you see where this is kind of, I want to make it look like it was bent and ink that up. And then it'll kind of be a little bit more purposeful maybe. Alright, let's just use some art glitter glue to glue this on. So I want to come below that line so it's not lined up, because that's how my brain works. And then I wanted it sticking up off the top. You can do that. You can have stuff sticking up off the top. And then this one, I'm going to overlap this piece and overlap all these other ones. And this one is also going to hang off the edge a little bit. Make sure there's no glue on the back of there. And the glue rods are with me today, and then the whole word the R is not showing. That's kind of alright. I'm going to move it over though so that the R shows, because we did do that nice little trick with and then I'm going to come in with my, I'm going to put the cover on my glue, and I'm going to come in with my mini attacher, and I'm going to just put an X here and an X here, and just kind of use my stapler as a little enhancer or whatever. Maybe I might even just do one on the edge there, one on the edge here. There we go. There's that piece. And I think I'm going to leave the edges right angles as they are. And ink up the edges. There's a little bit of white showing through. Nothing wrong with that. If you like white, you can have the white showing through. Personal preference, totally. All right, do we dare do this? Is this, how many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I think we got enough to do a whole other video. So, plus I have some of the older ones. So today we did this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we did 9 yesterday too. And if you're looking for ideas for tags, oh my goodness, I'll link her below, but she had like 100 tag ideas. Oh, why can't I think of her name now? I will link her below, and I will link her video below. She had like 100 ideas for tags. So if you are looking for ideas, go check that out. Treasure. Oh gosh, I just watched like 2 of her videos last night. When I remember, I'm like, why couldn't you remember that? All right. So anyway, I hope you guys had a delightful day. Love you. And if you're having a particularly rough day, I'm sending you extra love and hugs. You know who you are.